What were your goals when you were my age?
When I was in my early 20s, I had a child and was married. So, really, I was looking for something that was a second income and still had the flexibility to be home with my son and have future children.
How do you define success?
Well, this success means a lot of things to different people. I personally feel that being healthy and happy is very successful, and I try my best to eat right and exercise, live a healthy lifestyle. Also, try to encourage other people to do the same thing, both at work and at home. Also, being happy, working hard to make my marriage a success, and just living life to the fullest and enjoying the things that we do.
Do you define yourself as a successful person?
I do. I think that being healthy and happy is success. And also in my job, I've moved from just being a back office medical assistant up to office manager, and feel that I have definitely impacted that office and the doctors.
How do you resolve conflict within your workplace?
Well, there's a lot of different approaches that you can do. What I found most effective is really just getting everybody's or each side's story and then coming up with a solution, and then all of us coming together and seeing how they would want to solve the problem or fix the solution and working it out as a team. I think being a team player in the work environment is really important. It takes everybody doing their part to make a successful business.
How do you balance your work life with your personal life?
Well, I think the key is to not take your work home with you. You deal with your work situations during your work hours, and then when you leave work, you basically focus on your family and your personal time. I think is the best way to do it. It doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes your work does come home with you, but for the most part, I strive really hard to keep them separate and to find a balance.
What advice would you give a student like myself starting out in this profession?
Well, I'd have to say that your interview is probably the first impression is really important. So I think that dressing professionally, and also just coming off confident and secure with who you are and what you can give to a company are probably the things that I look for when I'm interviewing people. Um, Also, just a willingness to be a team player and a positive attitude. There's a lot of things that you can teach people as far as learning a job, but dependability, respect, and just a willingness to work with people are difficult to find.
In the course of your career, if you could go back, what would you have done differently?
Well, I'd have to say I would have probably wanted to get a 4-year degree versus doing a technical college. I think I would have had a lot more options, but the time frame going to school for 4 years just really wasn't an option with having a small child and also a husband. So that would have probably been my only regret or thing that I would have wanted to do differently. Otherwise, I'm happy with where I'm at. I really have no regrets about the progress that I've made over my career, and I feel like I'm in a good place.